For a little while now, Cedar Fair Parks, or what are better known now as Legacy Cedar Fair Parks, have been putting out surveys to their pass holders asking people's opinions about upcoming attractions. Anything from dark rides to flat rides to roller coasters, stuff like that. Canada's Wonderland, Cedar Point, Kings Island, Carowinds, all sorts of parks have done it. But we're going to talk about one recently that specifically brought up something that was very intriguing to us. We're going to talk about Kings Island and their latest survey where they brought up something for the old Vortex plot, and it has to do with the Beast. Now, this video isn't going to be 100% just about what this survey says. This survey got us thinking about everything else going on with Kings Island because they're going to be due for a brand new roller coaster because they haven't gotten a brand new thrill roller coaster since 2020 when they built Orion. So they are definitely due for another coaster, which we all assume will be in 2026. So it's just a matter of what that coaster will be and where it will go. But I think that this survey kind of tells us exactly where it will go, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So this survey brings up Beast 2.0, which isn't a brand new like Son of Beast type roller coaster. It's actually just an addition of the current Beast.
Yeah, they're expanding. The idea is to expand the Beast and add over 2,000 more feet of track onto the existing layout, and add a third lift hill and make the total track length well over 10,000 feet,
which would by far be the longest wooden roller coaster in the world, and give it the tallest drop of any wooden roller coaster at I think it said 184 or something like that feet. But this concept just by itself is very interesting. I don't think that we've ever seen a park say, okay, we're going to take an old iconic roller coaster and just add to it, and that's going to be our new attraction. Can you think of anything like that ever before?
Definitely not.
And obviously, since the Beast location is right by the old Vortex plot, which has been vacant since October of 2019, whenever Vortex was basically just suddenly spur of the moment taken down. Obviously, this Beast expansion, Beast 2.0, will go in that Vortex plot of land. So this makes me really think that their new idea for a roller coaster that will come in 2026, since they're just putting out this survey now, it's highly unlikely that we're just a year and a half out from this survey coming to fruition and whatever they're talking about being implemented in real life. So more than likely, they have their 2026 plan already in place. And since they're talking about the Vortex plot of land and just expanding the Beast into it, it makes me think that they already have another roller coaster planned for another plot of land in the park. And the most obvious plot of land that could be is the old Action Zone.
In Action Zone, because they have, first of all, their front entrance it's right near the front of the park, and their front entrance is pretty outdated. They have Invertigo up there, and Invertigo is definitely older. It's broken down a lot, and really just that whole area is just kind of outdated.
So it's nothing new that we're thinking that they were really planning on doing, maybe a front entrance coaster, redoing the whole front entrance and doing something like they did at Cedar Point or Carowinds, where they integrate the front entrance with a brand new roller coaster. And it would liven up an area of the park that definitely needs it. Like you said, it's completely outdated. So I 100% believe that this survey talking about Beast 2.0 is definitely saying that their brand new roller coaster for 2026 is going to be at the front of the park. So now it's just a matter of figuring out what kind of coaster. We know that they're probably going to take out Invertigo, like you said. They're going to change the front entrance. They're going to do a whole thing. So we have to ask what Kings Island is missing and what they need in their lineup. One thing they definitely don't have a lot of are inversions. You have Flight of Fear, you have Banshee that are very inversion based, and then Invertigo obviously has a couple things, but in this theory, that ride is taken away anyway. And they don't have launches.
Yeah.
Flight of Fear once again, and then Backlot Stunt Coaster.
Yeah. Neither of them are anything like any outstanding launch, especially Backlot, which is a family coaster.
So those two things, I think, are really needed for the new coaster that is going into Kings Island in 2026. You got to think of what they might be looking to add.
I mean, they already said Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster. That was one of the ideas on the survey, so I think that could definitely be a possibility.
Yeah, exactly. So the survey, I think, had 3 things. I think it had Beast, I think it had the Infinity Coaster, and a dark ride. So yeah, definitely, because an Infinity Coaster can have launches.
Yeah.
And it definitely has inversions.
Yeah. So I think that definitely could be a possibility. But if they are putting it in the survey and they already have it planned out,
yeah,
that kind of leads you to believe that may probably not happen.
Yeah, because like we said earlier, we think the survey is more for something down the line, later date, not the 2026. So we were also thinking something like a Mac MultiLaunch, something like that could have like a different kind of layout. Like you have Copperhead Strike at Carowinds that has more of like a compact layout.
Yeah, and then you have like Helix, which has a very spread out layout. So you can have something more like that and go over the whole front entrance. And I think that would be cool.
And we know that Legacy Cedar Fair parks are happy with Mac because Copperhead Strike did do such a good job. It's been a reliable, good ride for Carowinds. So we know that Mac has a good relationship with Cedar Fair. So I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't hesitate at all to use them. We said in an earlier video that they very well could possibly get a B&M new generation stand-up coaster because Cedar Fair obviously likes B&M a lot.
Yeah.
And it could pay homage to the old stand-up Togo coaster that they had, King Cobra. So it would be like that whole nostalgia thing that they like to do. But the issue with that is I don't know if B&M is allowed to build any more of these coasters because they are currently being sued by Vekoma.
Yeah.
About some of the technology in the restraint for the B&M Surf Coaster. So I'm not really sure if they can actually build any new ones until that lawsuit is settled. So that one would be a very interesting, good option because it's a sprawled out layout. It has a launch. It has inversions. It has everything that you need. And plus, it pays homage to an old coaster.
And they are good rides. Like we rode Pipeline, and Pipeline is a good ride. So one of those at Kings Island would be nice.
And one of the only other options that we could really think of is maybe like, depending on Zamperla's relationship with Cedar Fair now after this Top Thrill 2 debacle at Cedar Point, really have to wonder if the new model that Zamperla put out, their Lightning coasters that have launches, have inversions, so something like that might be a possibility. But like we said, we're not really sure about their relationship right now. Is it strained? Is it not?
Yeah. That
remains to be seen. But that could be an option if Zamperla and Cedar Fair are still getting along. So those are a few options, but whatever they decide to do, I could really see it being up in the front of the park. And I think that this survey definitely just like pushes that theory and like almost confirms it for us.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think down in the comment section. Do you think we're way off base? Do you think it helps confirm it? Do you think we're crazy? Whatever. Leave a comment. Like the video while you're down there because both of those things help with the YouTube algorithm, helps push this video out to as many people as possible, so we always appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber already, please subscribe if you like roller coaster content. Much like this, we vlog at different parks, stuff like that. So if that's the stuff you enjoy, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And we'd like to tell you all about our channel membership page. These people, all that you see on the screen, they joined our channel membership and they get things like exclusive videos, shout outs like you see on the screen, and pictures,
exclusive pictures, all sorts of stuff, and they help out the channel a ton.
Like we said, let us know down in the comment section everything you think about Beast 2.0, about this whole thing, everything related Kings Island. We want to hear it down below. And we'll see you guys next time right here on Beach Cliff Studios. See ya.